This week on Married to Medicine.
My mother's died, who died in 2010. You don't got What you want? Square up, ho! Square up, ho! Oh, security!
Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the new episode of Married to Medicine that is season 11, episode 5. Let's get right into this episode. Wow, you guys, this was one hell of an episode right before the holidays. So let's get right into this. So the ladies are at their getaway. The ladies are getting ready for their Cowboy Carter photo shoot. Toya designated herself as the creative director. Now, I didn't think that the outfits were all that great. I really didn't. Let me know what y'all thought about these outfits that the ladies had. I mean, they weren't horrible. Well, some of them might have been. I just feel like they could have definitely done like 10 times better as a group, especially because the photo shoot and like the setting, like it had a lot of potential. And y'all, poor Contessa, she is in such good shape, but the styling department, I don't know what's going on with that. Jackie did look really good, not gonna lie. And so they're taking individual shots, some shots with like a partner. And here Toya is instructing them on everything. It was getting on some of the ladies' nerves. And as they're all there in the middle of their photo shoot, they see someone come from a distance on a horse. Someone says, "Is that Beyonce?" It was actually a woman named Miss Chalet, a Beyonce impersonator. And you know what? She did look like Beyonce a bit, not gonna lie. Like, kind of like if you ordered Beyonce, but you got the AliExpress version, kind of like that. So we can call her Fakeonce. So Fakeonce then becomes the creative director, and I think she was way better than Toya. Sorry, Toya, although I do appreciate Toya's passion. So, because listen, Toya's really good at giving direction, but taking direction, not really. But like I said, some of the pictures were really nice, and then they're able to sort of they're able to be around each other right here, even though there's obviously tension between some of the women, but everything's just like, kind of surface level. Now, Toya is messy. She made Kevin Lee and Sweet Tea pair up. And as much as they dislike each other, they actually look pretty good together. I think it's because they were matching. Like, both of them had black hair and like denim outfits. So that was pretty much it for that. Then they show some scenes. They were very nice scenes. So they go back to Atlanta, but these are dad scenes. So first we see Cecile and the boys. Listen, I really hope that these guys coming across as lazy is just how they're coming across on through the screen. I really hope that's not how they are in real life. I mean, I hope so, because they in for a rough awakening. Like, you can't be that grown and that lazy in real life. I don't think so. So, but Cecil is a really fun guy. So they're trying to all cook together. Then we see Damon take his daughter and one of his sons to some store. And as they're talking about moving out and careers, the son is talking to Damon about him also becoming a doctor. And, in the middle of the conversation, the son says to Damon, "I want to be just like you." And that really touched Damon. It brought him to tears, actually, because he'd never heard that. And I can imagine that as a parent, that's probably the best thing you could ever hear from a child, them saying that they want to be like you. Eugene then takes his kids to a place where you can create your own perfume smells. I really like these types of activities because they're super creative and like definitely creating memories as well. One of the sons, well, both of them, they've really been into cologne lately. But Eugene was talking about how one of them is really like a ladies' man. So every day before he goes to school, he like gets smothered by the scent. And this actually happened to me too. I was in 5th grade, and there was this one girl I was really into. And I remembered one morning I somehow managed to get one of those Axe body sprays, and I completely covered myself in it, y'all, because I wanted that girl to really be into me. And I think it actually kind of worked. But yeah, I love the relationship that Eugene has with his sons. And Toya too, although she can be a bit much with like the sex talk, but it is what it is. So back at the ranch, the ladies are getting ready for their dinner, and we see some of them FaceTime. Contessa was FaceTiming her daughter, and then Jackie FaceTimes Curtis, and she's giving him a rundown of what's going on. And Simone also FaceTime Cecile. So they get going to dinner. And I gotta say, y'all, this place where they're at is really amazing because it gives you the essence of the countryside, but it's also elegant at the same time. When they get to dinner, Toya tries to again get some action going, and she tells Heavenly and Sweet Tea that y'all might have more in common than y'all think, because yet again their outfits were pretty similar. So then Fake comes out again with an American flag. Again, really good imitator for real, and she's dancing a little bit. And Jackie asks her playfully, "How can I get some of those hips that you got?" And then Sweet Tea and Michelet, they're joking and they're like, "Well, that's the cornbread." Jackie then says, "Well, some of my friends that eat the cornbread, it falls in the wrong places." Now, Jackie, oh my gosh, let me tell you something about Jackie. Her shade, it's not just shade, it's that nasty shade. Like, nasty. So Michelet tells them that they need to love on one another because they have each other. Like, that's all they got. So Toya is messy, but I can appreciate it because she actually wants some real conversations to be had. So she tells Michelet, "Well, listen, some of the women in here, in this group, they like to give empty sorries. They like to give apologies for themselves, not for the other people." And is that true? Well, yes, it is. Toya ain't lying. A lot of these women don't know how to truly apologize. So when Michelet leaves, Toya tells Quad, you've been getting a lot of fake apologies from some of the women here. Like, they're not real apologies. For example, Jackie. When Jackie apologized to Quad, she gave Quad a piece of paper that said, "I'm sorry for," fill in the blank, and told Quad to fill in the blank. Now, who the hell does that? So, again, is Toya correct? Yes, she is. When you give an apology, you're apologizing because you actually regret said behavior that you did. First of all, you need to be regretful. Second of all, you gotta know what the hell you did, not tell the other person to fill in the blank. I mean, that is just ridiculous. So Quad then says, well, Toya says to Quad, a lot of the apologies you've gotten are only because, not because they're sorry, but because they don't want it with you. So Quad goes ahead and, listen, she does her seasonal, yearly telenovela monologue. "Well, how can y'all want it with me when y'all ganged up on me and y'all didn't just kill me, y'all flipped me around and I bled out?" Toya says, "Now you did not bleed out. Stop saying that." And Quad says, "Yes, I was very hurt." And Toya says, "Well, you need to understand that you hurt other people." So Quad was very mad, but they then head to the dinner table. Simone approaches Quad to say that she needs to hear other perspectives, and Quad says, "I'm open to that, but y'all just torpedoed questions on me. Y'all had already a preconceived notion about me, and regardless of what I had said, y'all had a plan. So we're still on this Napa thing." Toya then says to Quad, "Nobody wanted to kick you out, Quad." And Quad says, "Y'all did kick me out. Not one of y'all stood up for me." Toya then says, "Well, Quad, like, who do you stand up for? Like, who in this group do you stand up for?" And Quad says, I stood up for Heavenly when y'all ambushed her." And Contessa then jumps in and she's like, "Oh, that was against me, right?" Toya says, "Well, Heavenly's the only person you stand up for." Contessa says to Quad, "When they ambushed you at Heavenly's house, I was there for you." So then Sweet Tea jumps in there and she says to Quad, "I feel like you and Heavenly ambushed me on social media by making fun of me." And Quad says, "T, I need your attention. I did mimic your voice, and I apologize to you for doing that." I will say thank you, Quad, for apologizing to her. I really did appreciate that. I'm not even Sweet Tea, but I appreciated it for her. I think that was really nice of Quad to do. But this is where things start to get messier. Heavenly turns to Contessa and says that her friendship with Sweet Tea is fake. Contessa says, "No, it isn't." Heavenly says, "Yes, it is. Matter of fact, Quad told me that you told her it was fake." That's when Contessa says, "Quad, did you just hear what she said? She said, you said that I told you that my friendship was fake with T." And Quad says, "No, I didn't say that." Contessa says, "Then who's the liar? You or her? You or her?" So, Contessa's getting heated, and of course, that ticks Heavenly off. "Don't point at me. The real person that you're mad at is your husband, your abusive husband." So Contessa asks, Do you think my husband abuses me?" And Heavenly says, "Yes, I do." So by now, everyone's kind of up trying to separate both of them. And that's when Contessa goes off. She says, Your only friend that you have in your life is your daughter. And even for her, you had to buy her a hair store for her to like you. And even that failed. You're the one out here worried about mixed babies coming out with the last name Kimes." And Heavenly also kept screaming your husband is abusive, but then Contessa was also continuing saying your kids don't like you, your husband doesn't like you, that's why you sleep in different beds. Meanwhile, Toya is just sitting down at the table as if she was not the one who kind of ignited the flame. Quad is out there asking for drinks, as she should. Heavenly acting so damn crazy that she's getting wardrobe malfunction. Contessa then says to the other ladies, "This is why I don't like y'all cover for her." Quad, "Why aren't you mad at her for lying about what you said?" Sweet Tea then says to Heavenly, "You always try to make things messy." And Heavenly says to both Contessa and Sweet Tea, "Both of y'all's husbands are this, 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 and this." Sweet Tea says, "Your husband doesn't even like you. He wouldn't touch you with his toe." But Heavenly continues with Contessa. "Your husband is a cheater. He cheats on you. You're a liar." Contessa says, "Why are you mad about my marriage?" Jackie is trying to control her friend. Toya tells them all to relax. Let's sit. Let's have dinner. Heavenly then says to Contessa, "All I ever did was give you advice. Why are you mad at me? Your mama is stupid." That's when it got dark, you guys, because Contessa says, "My mother? My mother died in 2010? Heavenly says, "Yes." And Contessa again, like, trying to clarify, "Are you talking about my mom who died in 2010? My mom who died in 2010 is stupid?" And Heavenly says, "Yes, your mama's stupid." That's when the fire of hell ignites in Contessa. And she was being pulled back, but she pulls away from those people who are trying to hold her, which one of them was Jackie. And Contessa she pulled so hard that Jackie fell to the floor. So then that's when Contessa says to Heavenly, "Square up, ho!" And, you guys, guess what Heavenly does? "Security! Security!" She was scared for her life, as she should have been. Because even Phaedra in her confessional says, yes, and when it comes to the mothers, yeah, go beat her up. So Jackie quickly gets Heavenly so that they can go away. T actually helped Jackie get back up when she fell. Because, when you see an elder fall, you pick them back up. Contessa says to the others, "You guys, did y'all not just hear what she said about my mother? Y'all gonna defend that?" And Phaedra and Quad are like, "No, no, 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 we're not defending that. Like, that was horrible." So out there in the golf cart, Heavenly and Jackie's like crying. She's like, "Stop it, just stop it." Toya says to Contessa, "Y'all have both gone low." And Contessa says that she started it by talking about my marriage. This is about the very dark place that woman goes to every time because she's lonely. And that's where the episode ended. Wow, you guys, this episode got real dark real quick. I seen a lot of comments on social media, and I think for the most part, the majority of the people, they agree that Heavenly went absolutely too far. A lot of people though were like saying Contessa started it, and I disagree with that. Heavenly started it because Heavenly has no reason to be bringing up Contessa's husband. Heavenly starts talking about her husband, and yes, Contessa talked about her kids. Was that low? Yes, but I think she only did that because Heavenly began talking about Contessa's husband, the father of her kids. So, and saying that he's abusive, okay, you're saying my husband's abusive, I'm going to go down and talk about your daughter that don't like you, and your kids that don't like you, and your husband that don't like you. But then, Heavenly, what does she do? Goes even lower than that, and brings up somebody's dead mother. But y'all want to know what was the worst part for me that horrible woman said was, it would have been one thing if in the heat of the moment she's like, "Your mama," like, okay, whatever, still wrong. But it's the fact that Contessa asked for clarification multiple times. "Are you talking about my mother that died in 2010? And this woman kept saying, "Yes, she's stupid." Like, wow. That, they say it's all in the name. I guess this must be the exception because there ain't nothing heavenly about that woman. Absolutely anything. And I agree with Contessa. Why are you so worried about my marriage? What is it? I mean, is Heavenly in love with Contessa? Like, why is she so mad for her? That's the part that makes no sense. But you guys, this was crazy. Heavenly, I do think that I think there's a lot of truth to what Contessa said. I do think that her husband don't like her. I think that she is an extremely lonely person because the place that Heavenly takes things, not just with Contessa, with anyone, with name the person, Sweet Tea, Contessa, Mariah, Lisa. Y'all remember Lisa Nicole? Every time she takes it to this very dark place that I think is, it shows a lot of where Heavenly's at, where she's at. But you guys, that was the end of the episode. Like I said, crazy episode. Please let me know your thoughts. And happy holidays to everyone. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve, and all of the Bravo shows are going to be off for about a week or two. So this is probably going to be the last video of 2024. Thank y'all so much for an incredible year. I can't wait to introduce the new year in a few days. So y'all take care. Happy holidays, and I'll catch y'all next time.